Hey, Sloth here again. This time I'm combining the activity of 2 weeks because they were both a little slower in terms of sport-specific training. For 7 weeks out, Mage and I went out for a weighted hike. This time I was wearing my pack with some extra weight in it. The intention is to eventually be carrying my full nightmare weight on hikes. The way I have my backpack loaded here, it is about 10% of my body weight. On previous hikes, I had been hiking with my plate carrier, which is about 5% of the body weight, and in the future I will be combining both of them. I am anticipating my total loadout for Nightmare to be around 20% once I am carrying all of my ammunition, food, and general supplies for the 2 days. As I understand it, the safest way to build up to that point is to increase a little bit week by week. So that is the plan, as I have actually given myself enough time to prepare that way. I believe the 10% weight is pretty close to what I was carrying for the Trooper Division of Desert Brutality 2022. However, I did get out of practice carrying around due to the fact that I actually injured myself during Trooper Division last year. I do want to point out that the injury was not directly caused by the extra weight I was carrying. It was caused by me getting some of my equipment caught in an obstacle and landing poorly. On that note, if watching me fall off of a water tank and then limp my way through the rest of Desert Brutality is your idea of irritating content, we actually have that on this channel, and I am pretty sure that Mage even timestamped the injury, because that's the kind of supportive partner that he is. The next week I headed out on my own for more hiking, again with weight. This hike was at a lower elevation than the previous one, which meant that it was also much better for building heat tolerance. I believe this day was mid to high 90s during the afternoon, and at this time, with the sun setting, it was low 90s, high 80s. Many other summers, this would be relatively cool for this time of year. However, we are having the good fortune of a mild summer, which in general I appreciate, but is not necessarily the best for training for a summer event. Fortunately or unfortunately, we are anticipating some days in the hundreds coming up, so that will be excellent for heat tolerance training. I did manage to make it out for a little bit of shooting practice this week, although it was not a great day for filming. The wind was pretty gnarly, but I eventually made it work and got to shake off a little bit of the rust with my pistol shooting. I find that I experience a pretty significant backslide as far as ability goes if I take more than a week off of shooting. So it's important that I occasionally come out and send a few rounds downrange, even if I don't have a great deal of time to run a course or anything. I had anticipated getting in some long-range practice with the rifle with Mage this week, however, life happened and that didn't. So we are going to have to push that off to another week. That's all for now. See you next time.